Target English, Student Book, Grade 9, Module 1, Unit 1, Explorers. Before you read, listen to the following list of activities and say what you would like to attempt and explain why. 1. Climbing mountain range. 2. Parachuting. 3. Deep sea diving. 4. Going on an Arctic expedition. 5. Bungee jumping. 6. Skiing. Exercise 2. Listen to the text about a Kuwaiti explorer and fill in the table that follows. In 2018, Lamis Najm became the first Kuwaiti to reach the North Pole. She was part of a Euro-Arabian expedition organized and led by Felicity Aston, who was the first person to ski across Antarctica on her own. 3 of the participants who accompanied Lamis from the Arabian Gulf region were Sheikha Asma Al-Thani from Qatar, Anisa Al-Raisi from Oman, and the Saudi Arabian Maryam Hidadin. Unfortunately, Maryam's injuries forced her to cut her trip shorter in order to meet them at the North Pole. On an expedition, the adventurers slept in tents in the Arctic wilderness for 10 days. They skied about 100 kilometers across cracked ice above water in temperatures below minus 40 degrees centigrade and under the constant threat of attacks by polar bears, known to prey on human beings. In an interview with the Kuwait Times, Lamis explained the main reasons for her adventure as a desire to escape the familiar and to embark on a cultural quest. The experience created a deep connection and bond between the team members. Kuwait first North Pole skier Lamis is an inspiration for all those who seek an adventurous life. Listen again and complete the table. Name of the explorer, Lamis Najm. Nationality. Name of team leader. Itinerary. Year of the expedition. Distance covered. Exercise 1. Listen again to the text and say which of the following statements are true or false. 1. Lamis' only aim was to escape the familiar. 2. Polar bears are not the only danger in Antarctica. 3. All team members were from the Arabian Gulf region. 4. Maryam Hidadin was the only member who could not complete the expedition. Exercise 2. Find a word for each definition. 1. An icy continent that covers Earth's South Pole. Paragraph 1. 2. Going somewhere with someone. Paragraph 2. 3. A shelter made of cloth supported by poles and ropes. Paragraph 3. 4. An act or instance of seeking. Paragraph 4. Exercise 3. Discuss the following questions. 1. How would you describe the team's journey? 2. What was the message behind the journey? 3. Is it safe to go on such expeditions alone? Why? Why not? Exercise 4. Read the fourth paragraph and complete the following table. Verbs: explained. Nouns: quest. Adjectives: deep. Listening: pre-listening. Exercise 1. Fill in the table with words from the box below. Make sure they fit in the category. Low temperatures: tense, freezing. Injuries: polar bear, slides, lack of food, snowstorms, backpacks. Categories: weather, equipment, risks. Exercise 2. Listen to Lamise speaking about her journey, then tick the wrong sentences. 1. Lamise started her journey in 2018. 2. Living in the wilderness helped Lamise to appreciate life. 3. Felicity Aston was a member of Lamise's team. 4. The expedition to the South Pole included 11 women. 5. The journey pushed her to go beyond the limits of her comfort zone.
Target English, Grade 9, Unit 1.
If I were to describe myself, I would say that I am an outgoing and hardworking person. I thrive on carrying out and fulfilling tasks. New adventures excite me. Life experiences and challenges have helped me evolve and pushed me to go beyond the limits of my comfort zone. Familiarity does not interest me. The thrill of exploration is what keeps me alive. I enjoy adapting to and living in the wilderness. I feel it makes me stronger and wiser. It also makes me more appreciative of life. For these reasons, I decided to undertake a new challenge, an expedition to the North Pole. On April 2018, I embarked upon a lifetime adventure with 11 women from different countries. Our leader was Felicity Aston, a former Antarctic scientist. She told me that forming an international team of women from across the Middle East and Europe on an expedition was a dream of hers. Our expedition was self-guided. This means that we planned our trip with no help from anyone. We were aware that the planning required a lot of physical and mental preparation. This was obviously important in order to survive the harsh conditions. Training took place in both Iceland and Oman. We learned polar travel skills such as setting up tents for 4 persons, starting up the stove, melting snow, cooking in tents, drying our clothes, coping with the cold, keeping warm, and how to cross-country ski. The North Pole expedition is not an easy journey. Our bodies were constantly put under pressure and it was a struggle to keep warm. When I felt cold, I would put on my feather jacket until I adjusted my body temperature. I always carried an extra pair of gloves, so whenever my hands started sweating, I wore the new pairs to avoid cold hands. In addition, we had to be careful to avoid polar bear attacks and breaking ice. The constant moving sea ice makes it hard to navigate using a GPS. The main challenge of the journey was having unpredictable route. Every morning we put on our skis in preparation for an unpredictable 10-hour journey. On some days we faced very flat terrain with repetitive scenery, on other days we encountered a route filled with obstacles. Despite all these challenges, nothing stopped me from reaching my goal and destination. I was lucky to be surrounded by very strong and inspiring women. We all successfully managed to support each other in accomplishing this dream, stepping foot on latitude 90 degrees. The top of the world is unlike any place I have ever seen. The snow crystals and ever-changing colors of frozen water are incredibly beautiful.
Pronunciation of final S. Exercise 3. Listen to the following words, then add final S, IES, or ES to the words below. Pronounce the word and put them in the appropriate column according to the final S sound. Size, judge, put, glove, manage, cut, enjoy, class, carry. Speaking. Examples: final s, hats, books, sleeps, myths. Final z, bags, deals, dreams, fans, words. Final is, races, buses, boxes, watches, prizes. Grammar. Present simple tense. A polar bear usually preys on fish. A polar bear does not prey on penguins. What does a polar bear prey on? Past simple tense. The team slept in tents during the trip. The team didn't sleep in houses during the trip. Where did the team sleep during the trip? Exercise 1. Complete the following table about you and your friend. You need to ask him or her. Activities: you, your classmate. Every day, last week. Prepare bag, sleep, go ski, join. Group work. Your group went on a week-long expedition across the desert from Kuwait to Saudi Arabia. Share your experience of this crossing by discussing the following. Purpose of the expedition, pre-expedition preparation, your expedition team leader, the challenges you faced, the equipment, itinerary, activities. Remember, use the past tense to talk about your expedition. Writing. A biography is a written account of someone's life. A biography contains many details about a person who is usually famous. Personal information. Important information of the person's life. Roald Amundsen was born in Borg, Norway, in 1872. In 1911, he became the first person to reach the South Pole. He hoped to follow the footsteps of his hero, the British Arctic explorer John Franklin. When he turned 21 years of age, he set out to turn his dream into a reality by preparing for a polar expedition. Achievements. Person's important work. On the 14th January 1911, in preparation for his expedition to the South Pole that took almost a year, he created a camp in the Bay of Whales, Antarctica. It included planning the journey, selecting his team members, organizing supplies, and practicing with sled dogs and Siberian ponies. Amundsen set off on the expedition on the 20th of October, leading a team of 5 people and 52 dogs with 4 sleds. They reached their destination on the 14th of December 1911. In 1926, he reached the North Pole by airplane. This made him the first person to stand at both ends of the globe. Amundsen's exact date of death is unknown because he disappeared in June of 1928 when his plane crashed into the Arctic Ocean while he was trying to rescue a friend. These are the common features of writing a biography. Exercise 1. Complete these tables with the needed information from the biography above. Personal information: name, date of birth, place of birth. Achievement. Exercise 2. Complete the diagram below about Felicity Aston using information from the pictures, and then write 2 paragraphs biography in your notebook. Topic sentence: personal information, name, date of birth, place of birth, facts and achievements. Concluding sentence: alone in Antarctica, long day's journey into white. Felicity Aston is a British polar explorer living in Iceland. In 2012, she became the first person in the world to ski alone across Antarctica using just muscle power, no kites or machines. The journey of 1744 kilometers took her 59 days and gave her a place in the Book of Guinness World Records. She went on to complete numerous journeys in Antarctica and other cold regions of the world, including Greenland and Siberia. Felicity regularly speaks to a variety of audiences around the world about her expedition experience, as well as more generally about polar science, Antarctica and meteorology, and has written 3 books about the polar regions, which have been translated into several languages. Felicity was appointed MPE in 2015 for services to polar exploration. She was awarded the Queen's Polar Medal, one of only 10 women ever to have been recognized in this way. Writing checklist. Did I include topic sentence, supporting details, concluding sentence, punctuation marks?